Hey, 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 welcome back to another edition of 10 Minutes on Tuesday. I am your host, Dr. Nefertiti Pointer, and I'm so glad we have these few minutes together. Now, my work, studying joy and resilience and well being in the workplace, while my work could be for anybody, my service is to those of us in early care and education. And this video series called 10 Minutes on Tuesday is my effort just to continue to promote the well-being of the field. And so I'm going to go ahead and set my timer for 10 minutes and we're going to get things started, all right? I want to begin today's conversation by saying something to you that I would love to hear your thoughts in the feed so we can I can hear what you're thinking as I said this. Your time belongs to you and not the work. Your time belongs to you and not the work. Now, let me be clear. Absolutely, you have a shift to fulfill. Absolutely. But one thing I want you to stop doing or to not get comfortable with doing is thinking that that work has to follow you out the door. What? I know. I know. I heard you. You don't think there are enough hours in the day. I heard you. Nefertiti, do you know what my responsibilities look like now? I heard everything you said. And I meant what I said to you. Your time belongs to you and not the work. Let's think about being intentional about how we're using our time. Well, Nefertiti, I don't know how. Tell me what you mean. Well, here's the deal. You give all day long. You pour from your well-being all day long. You're the nurse, you're the janitor, you're the psychologist, you're the mama, the daddy, the girl. You do all of those things, no matter what your title is. You could be listening to me as the co-teacher, the teacher, the cook in the kitchen. You could be any of those things. And because of the nature of this work, you pour out all the time. And then you have the nerve to put things in your bag to cut out, grade, do at home. Well, Nefertiti, if I don't do it at home, I'm not going to get it done. Well, maybe that's why you needed to hear this video. Guess what's going to be sitting right on your desk for you when you get in there in the morning. Now, again, I don't think all of this is going to solve the problem, and stop looking at me like that. I'm asking you today to get a tiny bit more intentional about how you're using your time. I wanted to say to you today that setting a timer, setting a limit around how you use your time is not selfish. It's the best form of self-care. And I also wanted to say to you that rest is not optional. And if you're not intentional about your time, your body knows how to get your attention. And I'm just going to leave it right there. I'm going to leave it right there. The second thing I want you to think about is that your time is a reflection of your values. What you said, Nefertiti? I said your time is a reflection of your values. As you get more intentional about the things that are very important to you, you will start allocating time for them. Absolutely, your work is important, but so is that nice ride home where you can decompress and be ready for all of the tea that your 14-year-old spills at the dining room table, at the kitchen table. Your partner has some things that's going on in their lives. You want to be present for those people, right? Your reflection is your time. How you spend your time is a reflection of your values. And I'm going to leave that one right there before my time runs out. The third thing that I wanted us to think about together is that when we set a tone for how we use our time, it's the beginning of that beautiful process of self-stewardship or self-care, as we sometimes hear it. You being intentional about how you're using your time is your way of prioritizing your well-being. It is one of your ways of prioritizing your well-being. I don't know if this is true for you, but when I'm not prioritizing my time, I feel rushed and overwhelmed. I'm in a very bad mood, and stuff that's not supposed to get on my nerves gets on my nerves. But when I slow down, and sometimes it doesn't feel good to have to stop from doing this or put this on the back burner for a little bit, but that's important now to me, more important than ever, because I'm trying to be more intentional with the 24 hours that I have been given. And let me tell you something else. One of the first places where burnout is going to show up is in how you're spending your time. I have not yet met a person who describes himself as burnt out and they say, "Oh, I use my time beautifully. I've got all the time I need in the world." No, ma'am, no, sir, they don't say that. You want to keep that thing called burnout at bay? Be more intentional about your time. Now, I'm going to be more intentional about my time because I see how you're looking at me, and my clock says I only have a little bit of time left, and I don't want to go in overtime today. Be intentional about your time, colleague. You're not going to make all these changes tomorrow, but I want you to hear this video. I want you to listen to this video and think about where you might do some things differently. And so to help you stop taking this stuff home, because that's one of the things we can start doing today, is I want you to have maybe a ritual that signals to your body, we're done with this day. You're still at your program. You want to signal to your body, we're done with this day. We're going on home now. So maybe you can have a song that you sing before your day is over, an affirmation that you read, a cleaning process. Maybe you clean up the room and you say affirmations, or if you're a person of prayer, you say a prayer. Whatever you're doing, you're bringing closure to your day every day as a signal to your body, we are done with this day. We will revisit again tomorrow. Another thing that you can try is the not right now rule. Maybe saying no to things just feels difficult. You say, Nefertiti, I'm not ready for that. Okay, I understand. So maybe what you can say to yourself is, not right now. You're on your way to your break. A child has a need. Somebody needs something from you. Not right now. This moment is mine. I know it's not going to be easy, but come here as I say this before this timer goes off. You are worthy of the decisions that you're going to make to be more intentional about your time. Now stop looking at me like that. Stop this video. First, stop it and share it with somebody who needed to hear it. Like it, leave me a comment if it resonated with you. And then just remember what I said. Be more intentional about how you're using your time. Make small changes where you can. And watch how you feel different. Watch how differently you feel when you start doing this. Let me know what you're thinking. Thank you for hanging out with me on this Tuesday for 10 minutes. I'll talk to you later.